welcome to my channel all about finding joy while learning to live well with autoimmunity. I am so glad to have you here. So today I am sharing what I eat on the autoimmune protocol AIP in a day. Now, I started the autoimmune protocol 2 years ago after I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's thyroiditis. I had a lot of relief from my symptoms through both the lifestyle and the nutrition sides of the autoimmune protocol. And so I just want to share, 2 years later, here I am in the reintroduction phase. I've been in the reintroduction phase for a while, but I still eat a lot of AIP elimination foods every day. I did do one of these videos last summer, so I will link that down below if you want to check that out too. For breakfasts were one of those things on AIP where I was like, what? Like, you want me to eat what for breakfast? I had a very hard time transitioning to a different mindset around breakfast. I was very much like, you know, granola and cereal and eggs and pancakes and like traditional breakfast foods, right? And so it was really hard to like look at the list of what to include and what to exclude and be like, okay, what do I even do about breakfast? And so I found some things that helped me learn to love AIP breakfasts. A few of my favorites, I love green smoothies. I already had mine today, so I already drank it, I can't show you, but basically what I put, you can put anything in yours. I put water, I put like a cup of water, I put a fourth to half of an avocado, I put a bunch of organic spinach in it, and then I put some kind of fruit in it. I've been kind of digging like a frozen tropical fruit mix lately. I just get a big bag from Costco of the organic tropical fruit mix and I just put a little bit in there. I also put 2 scoops of collagen peptides in my green smoothie. Collagen peptides is so great for skin health and joint health and all kinds of health benefits. It's got like protein in it, and so I put 2 scoops in my smoothie. One note on the collagen peptides, I mix my green smoothie first, and then I add in my collagen peptides at the very end, and I just pulse it a couple times. The idea for this AIP green smoothie recipe that I drink most days came from one on the Paleo Mom website. It's called the AIP Morning Green Smoothie, so I will link that down below if you want to check that out. It's a little bit different. You can like change out greens for different greens. You can change out the fruit. So just be mindful of fruit. If you are new to AIP, you usually want to start with limiting servings of fruit to 2 to 3 times a day. Another thing I love for breakfasts is hashes, AIP hashes. I love AIP hashes because the possibilities are endless. You could use different meats, you could use different veggies. This one, let's see. Oh, my daughter made this one. She makes dinner once a week, and she made this for dinner the other night, and she made a ton, so I had lots of leftovers. In this one, this is grass-fed ground beef. I like to get my ground beef from Butcher Box. I'll put a link down below if you're interested. So this has onions in it, grass-fed ground beef. This has sweet potatoes in it. I think it has garlic in it. So anyways, this is just a real easy one. And hashes are so great for leftovers. She seasoned this with like pink salt and garlic powder. When I reheat my hashes, I like to do it in a skillet and get like some coconut oil really, really hot and like kind of almost fry up the hash. It's really good, especially in the morning for breakfast. If you put some like cinnamon in it when you reheat it, it's really good. Other ingredients I like to put in hashes are like zucchini, squash, you could do butternut squash, you can do like summer squash, you can do like seasonal ingredients, you can do carrots, you can do mushrooms, all kinds of different. We could do like change up the variety of onions you use, like do red onions sometimes, sweet onions sometimes. You can change up the type of mushrooms you use, you could change up the seasoning. So there's like so many possibilities. Another recipe that my mom tried the other day, and she texted me, it's supposed to be really good, from the Healing Kitchen Cookbook, which is the AIP cookbook, and it is called like Oli Sunrise Hash, I think. I'll check and I'll put a link down below to the cookbook if you don't have it, and then I'll put what the name of the recipe is, but it's got bacon in it too, and then you cook up the hash in the bacon grease. Sounds really good. She said the flavor was amazing. Other things I love to eat for AIP breakfasts are soups. So also in the Healing Kitchen, there is a Vibrant Healing soup base. That one is so good. Also, leftovers are always good for AIP breakfasts. Some of my reintros are egg yolk and egg white. So now I eat eggs. Again, those are not compliant on the elimination phase, but once you feel like you're ready to start reintroing and you're going through all of your reintros, do reintro egg yolks separately from egg whites, because At first, when I first reintroed them, I did fine with the egg yolks. I did not do well with the egg whites. And then when I tried them again a few months later, I did fine with them. So now I eat eggs like once a week for breakfast, and I throw in like spinach and onions and like all the stuff. Like I kind of make it like a scramble or like an omelet. One of the questions I often am asked is, what does my family do for eating? Do they eat AIP too? No, they don't. With that said, they do eat a lot of AIP foods, but they're not like strictly AIP or anything like that. For breakfasts, they eat like eggs, paleo pancakes. We have these pancakes that we make. They're like oven baked pancakes. They're also paleo. Well, are they paleo? Those ones might just be gluten-free, but we call them special pancakes. So like oven baked pancakes. We'll make like paleo muffins or gluten-free muffins once a week. Granolas. So they do eat pretty much traditional breakfast foods. We throw in some like AIP bacon in there or some like good quality breakfast sausage. Again, I get that at Butcher Box. So anyway, they do eat as much as they've seen me eat these different foods at breakfast time. They do still eat traditional breakfast foods at breakfast. Okay, so AIP lunches. Today it is about lunchtime. I'm going to be cooking my lunch, so I'll show it to you. One of my favorites, I don't know how I came up with this. I get these organic butternut squash noodles already noodled from Whole Foods, but you can just buy a butternut squash and noodle them. I get these and I saute them on the stove top, and here's the thing on the package. It says only to cook them for 2 minutes. I don't like them when they're cooked for 2 minutes. I don't know why I don't like them. I like them like almost burned, like really crispy, like and I love to add organic coconut aminos to them. They're so good. And I get like a red or a sweet onion. I slice the red onion and then I caramelize it. And then I add that into my crispy butternut squash noodles with the coconut aminos and the pink salt. And then I love to have ground meat on hand, already cooked and ready to throw in anything. So this is organic free-range ground turkey. Butcher Box does not carry this. I just bought this at Whole Foods. I shop a lot at Costco. So I do like one main Costco run a week, me or my husband or both of us. And then I get a few things at Whole Foods, and then I get a few things at Walmart. I spoon some of this already cooked ground turkey, or you could use ground beef, you could use bison, you could use lamb, you could use chicken, like whatever floats your boat. So I put some of this in the butternut squash noodles and the onions mixture. Throw in some more coconut aminos, and I love it. It's like one I could eat it every day, and occasionally I do. All right, so I got my lunch ready to show you. It's like steaming, hopefully you guys will see. This is the butternut squash, Bear came to say hi. This is the butternut squash noodles, the onions, caramelized, and some ground organic turkey that I already had cooked. And then I just season it with some coconut aminos as I am sauteing it. I'm not saying that you're gonna love this. I'm just saying, like, be thinking about quick and easy AIP meals with ingredients that you love, that you can just mix and match and throw together in a jiff, and that you really love to eat. Another thing that I love with AIP, and I've shared this too, is a baked sweet potato with sauteed cauliflower rice. And you can get cauliflower rice already riced, like Costco carries like in organic already riced cauliflower in the freezer section. Whole Foods carries some already riced cauliflower that can be pretty pricey, I found. Or you can rice your own cauliflower. Baked sweet potato, cauliflower rice, and ground turkey seasoned with cinnamon, pink salt, and garlic powder. It is so good. I love it. Salads are so great to have on hand for AIP lunches, for quick on the go AIP lunches. I like to make like a whole bunch of them. I was gonna actually make some today and show you, but I need to go. We're going to Costco tonight, and I'm out of carrots, I'm out of cucumber, I'm out of all kinds of stuff, so I couldn't make them to show you. But I make them in these, they're kind of like these, but they're round, and then I just stack them up. And my daughter does this too. I have a teenage daughter and she loves that too. And then you just grab them out at lunchtime. So as far as salad undressing, my favorite AIP thing to do for salad undressing is just to sprinkle. So I open up the lid. Let's pretend this is a salad, not the turkey. So here's the salad. I would just pour like some balsamic vinegar on it, some organic olive oil, EBOO, put this fat, you can throw some pink salt in there if you want. You just shake it. And then that way the salad gets all nicely dressed. And then again with the salads, what I like to do too is have chicken on hand. So we made a whole chicken. So again, from Butcher Box, I just got like organic whole chicken, and I just cook it in the Instant Pot. So I saute it for a few minutes on each side, which you don't have to do. You could saute it in some coconut oil, or you can skip this step. I just kind of like the skin gets a little bit brown. And then I throw in a cup of water. Oh, I pink salt it. So you pink salt the chicken. And then you throw it in the Instant Pot with a cup of water, and you pressure cook it for 35 minutes and done. And it's nice just to have on for quick meals, for salads, for wraps. You could do like a wrap in a jicama tortilla, or like there's like the AIP coconut wraps you could use. Throw, you know, put some avocado in it, some spinach in it, and you're good. Or you could throw the chicken on a salad too. So those are some quick and easy AIP lunch ideas. Also, if you cook a whole chicken, don't forget to save the bones, and you can like take all the meat off, or have your husband take all the meat off if you're like me, and then you put the bones and everything back into the Instant Pot, and then you can fill it up with filtered water, add some carrots, add some onions, add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. So like if you have fresh herbs, you could throw those in, and then you pressure cook that for 2 hours, and you've got such tasty bone broth. And then you could use, and it makes a lot of bone broth. Like I have a big my Instant Pot's still out from making the chicken last night. So this is my size Instant Pot. It's a big one. It makes a lot of bone broth, and then I can use that. I could either freeze it, or I could use that for soups. I found like the secret to making yummy, yummy soups that I love, because I did not used to be a soup person. I did not used to be a salad person either. The secret for making yummy, yummy soups is to make homemade bone broth. It makes like all the best soups. My favorite cookbooks, AIP favorite cookbooks, The Healing Kitchen. Oh my gosh, I love this cookbook. So many good recipes. If you get hungry for pizza, I love their pizza crust recipe. Speaking of pizza crust, I was getting a couple things from Shop AIP, which if you don't know, it's like an AIP online source for AIP groceries. It's really awesome. And I got they had some special deal where I think it's called Roots Tiger Nut Blend. They have a pancake and a waffle mix that's AIP. So good. And then, I mean, okay, so they're not like traditional pancakes. So if you're just starting AIP and you get it and you're like, dude, Shanna, like this is not like really. Okay, they're AIP pancakes. I think they're yummy. They're a great substitute when like I don't eat them very often, but when I feel like, sometimes you feel like something like that. But it also came with a pizza and flatbread crust mix. And I made we had like a pizza night the other day, meaning we got my kids and my husband some pizza, and I made my own. And so I had this for like a month or two, and I got it out and I made it, and it was really, really good. So it makes 2 pizza crusts if you use the whole bag, or flatbread. So I made a pizza crust with one. I threw some toppings together. I sauteed in some olive oil, like onion, sliced red onion, garlic. Again, love onions and garlic. And then I threw in some spinach, some chopped up spinach, and it was a great little pizza for like a treat. Again, it's not like traditional pizza, it's like thin crust, but it's a nice treat. What got me on the pizza tangent is there's a Hawaiian pineapple ham pizza recipe in here that's really good. I love their pizza crust. So I made the 2 pizza crusts, and then I used one as like flatbread. So I didn't do anything different. I just didn't put the pizza toppings on it. And I had the genius idea to throw my favorite kind of coconut butter on it. Okay, so I've got some of the flatbread left to show you. So this is what it looks like. AIP flatbread, this is a piece of it. And what I did is I heated it in the toaster oven, and then I got, this stuff is so good. My kids love this too. It is very vanilla Benny's coconut butter. It's AIP elimination base. Again, I wouldn't go crazy with it. I wouldn't eat it on everything all day long, but like for a treat, it's really good. So I heat up my flatbread in the toaster oven, and I put this on it, and it is so good. I like to have it in the morning with like my green smoothie. Totally doesn't sound like it's good, but it's really good. It kind of tastes like I don't want to say a donut to me, but like I break a little piece of the hot flatbread off, and I put this stuff on it, and then like I make it into a little ball, like a little donut hole, and then I eat it. It's so good. Anyway, I'm kind of different. I just get creative sometimes. By the way, these are my favorite containers for storing food. This is glass snapware. I bought mine at Costco. If you don't find them on Costco, I'll put the Amazon link down below. What do we do about lunches for my kids and my husband? I have a big advantage because my kids are home with me. They're homeschooled, but it's more like they're older, so it's like a lot more independent. They have teachers for different subjects. It's online. It's live classes where they get to ask questions, and so it's really hands-off for me compared to when I used to homeschool and do it all, which was so fun. I loved it. So they're home at lunchtime, so some things that we like to do are to make a big batch of spaghetti once a week, and they either put it on top of like gluten-free noodles or rice. Have you guys tried spaghetti sauce? Well, don't try spaghetti sauce if you're AIP. This is not AIP, but if you guys are not AIP or if you have family that's not, try spaghetti sauce on top of rice. Like, they really like it. Something else that we like to do for my husband and kids at lunch, just like easy, is to get like sausages. Like, these are just, you know, organic, chicken, apple, or well, non-GMO, uncured, all that stuff. Sausages, and we just heat them up in a skillet. I like to like chop them up for them and then heat them up in a skillet. Also, if you are on AIP reintro phase and if you've reintroed some of the like nightshade spices, our black pepper, then those are a good option for you too. Another option that we like is just to have on hand. We don't do these too often because I find it to be a bit pricey, but these hearty organic soups. It's a non-BPA lined can. This is the rustic Italian vegetable. These are not AIP, so do not eat them if you're AIP, but these are just great to have on hand for quick and easy meals for your family. Like if you have AIP leftovers and you don't want to make like a whole other meal, then these are great at lunches too. If your kids do go to school, you could put it in a thermos. I just got some that I love. So I found these on Amazon, but these are so great. We love to snowboard, and so we got these for like taking hot meals, like when we're on the slopes all day, or if my kids want to bring hot cocoa or something. So these are the bigger size, which I like for food. Then I had showed other thermoses I had previously, and I like this size bigger, and I like it because it comes with like a spoon, like a foldable spoon too. So you just throw some soup in there, and then they have a spoon, you have a spoon, and you're good to go. So pretty awesome. I got these on Amazon. I bet you could find them maybe at Walmart or Target too. I'll put a link if you don't see them in a store close to you and you want to get them on Amazon. But I got 4 of these. We are loving them. And then of course, like sometimes we'll do things like gluten-free sandwiches or leftovers for my family for lunch too. What do I do for AIP dinners? When I started AIP, the easiest thing for me to do was to make a list of all my favorite proteins that were AIP compliant, all my favorite veggies that were AIP compliant, all my favorite fats and fruits, and then I would mix and match them. So I haven't mentioned fruit. So I usually do eat a piece of fruit at every meal. I just kind of change up the types of fruit I eat seasonally, obviously, what looks good, what sounds good, that type of thing. When I was thinking about mixing and matching different types of protein, I wouldn't just do like chicken. I would like list out the types of cuts of chicken, like whole chicken, or even though when I started AIP, I refused to cook a whole chicken. I've come a long way. But I list out things like chicken legs, chicken drumsticks, chicken thighs, chicken breasts, I don't think I ever did chicken wings. I've just never cooked chicken wings. Then there's all different kinds of grass-fed beef, right? They're all different cuts, and then you mix and match. For seasonings, you could do like fresh herbs. There's AIP Paleo powder, I think is what it's called. Let me grab it. Yeah, AIP Paleo powder. It's like an all-purpose seasoning. My husband loves to use this too. Pink salt, garlic powder. When you're thinking about mixing and matching, you can think about all the different ways there are to cook. Like you can oven roast, you can saute, you can do like a 1 skillet meal, you could do like a 1 sheet meal, you can grill, you can use your Instant Pot, you can use your slow cooker, all different kinds of ways, right? And so I wouldn't use recipes a lot in the beginning of my journey. Now I found a lot of AIP recipes I love. Some of my favorites, I love the Mongolian beef from this cookbook. This is the Autoimmune Protocol Comfort Food Cookbook by Michelle Hoover. Her Mongolian beef is really, really good. I've tried a couple other recipes out of here that are really good. Healing Kitchen, as I mentioned, has a bunch of good ones. Nutrient Dense Kitchen, I love her AIP meatloaf. A lot of great recipes in here too. What I do is I do a mixture. So I usually cook a couple times a week. My daughter's a teenager. She has a responsibility. She cooks dinner once a week. It's, you know, it's like her chore that day, and she enjoys it. And I think it's really good that we teach her, or that we've taught her how to cook, so that when she's out of the house, she's not like, ah. My husband cooks at least one night a week, which is amazing too. So I have help, and it's just, at the beginning of my AIP journey, I did do most of the cooking. So it's been like a gradual journey to get the whole family involved. So I would recommend, don't get upset if your husband doesn't cook, or if your kids don't cook. I would just give them time and make it a fun thing. Like, I have a whole video on how to have fun cooking with your family in the kitchen, or how to have fun in the kitchen. And I used to not like to be in the kitchen and not like to cook. And so I am proof that you can change, that you can figure out how to enjoy it, or at least not hate it. I cook a couple times a week, and then we eat leftovers a couple times a week. And we usually get my husband and kids food out once a week. If I'm feeling like eating out, then we'll go somewhere where I feel comfortable eating, and I'll eat out too. There's just not a lot where we live now in Southern California. I feel like there's a lot more options where we lived. And so if I don't feel like driving half an hour to go to somewhere I feel comfortable eating, I'll just eat like leftovers or something, and we'll just get them food out. That's what I eat AIP in a day. I am on the reintro phase, as I said, but I wanted to keep this mostly elimination phase. Let me know if you have any questions at all. I'm happy to answer them. I know that AIP can be so overwhelming and so hard at first, and it can be like, oh my gosh, what do I even eat? Like, I was there, I totally get it. And it's like anything in life, like as you do it, it becomes easier. I know it's hard, but I've recently been thinking about how just because things are hard, it doesn't mean it's not important that we learn how to do them, or that we find courage to face them. We wouldn't tell our kids if they're struggling in school, you know, and they say, oh, it's just too hard, I can't do this. We wouldn't be like, okay, just, you know, it's fine. Just go ahead and, you know, not do that. You can go ahead and not go to school. Well, you can go ahead and, well, you know, if it's too hard. Like, I know that this is hard. I know that learning to live well with autoimmunity, I know that learning to eat on the AIP, I know it's hard. Like, I was there, like I felt it. I felt, you know, I cried tears of frustration and, you know, bitterness. And why can't I eat whatever I want to eat like everyone else can, and not have, you know, and not be stuck in bed in pain and with all of these symptoms? I don't know why. Well, now I know why, but like, I didn't know why. But I knew that I was willing to try anything in order to feel better. Please know that if you are where I was, and that if this feels too hard, and if you are wondering why everybody else can eat all the things and you can't, I feel you. I was there. You're not alone. Please know that you can do hard things, and that you are strong enough to do this, and that as you just take it a day at a time, or a meal at a time, or as slow as you need to, you don't have to like jump all in at once, right? You can take it as slow as you need to. I know that it will start to become easier. It may take time. I feel like it took me a while before it started to get easier, but it's just hard to think outside of the box. It's hard to think outside of, you know, fast food and takeout, and outside of packaged foods, and to get used to looking at real, whole, nutrient-dense foods in ways that, okay, what can I create with this? What can I eat with this? How can I make this easy? How can I turn this into fast food? How can I take this on the go? How can I travel with this? How can I make these foods work for me? But you'll get there, and you'll make it your own. And so don't give up. You've got this, and I'm cheering you on so loud. Reach out anytime. I am here for you. I publish new videos every week, so if you don't want to miss any, please hit subscribe, and I'm here to support you. So email me, you know, comment, reach out. I show up on Instagram 6 days a week, so reach out to me there if you are there. I love to share and to connect and to support you and to cheer you on. Anyway, have a great week, you guys.